right. So how is everyone tonight? Yeah, I guess I'm a silver wolf. So not quite as handsome as a silver fox, but you know, up at the silver wolf level. So Nick, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Gonna do my first time one. Actually, I need to find my headset. So you can hear me okay? Yeah, it's some kind of advertising bot, so I don't know what that's about. But I'm glad you can hear me. Hopefully the headset doesn't take away too much, but allows me to hear a little better. So I'm actually gonna test this first stream. So hi, I'm Ron. I'm Bondar Jr. New streamer. I'm gonna try and do some gaming streams. I'm probably gonna mix it up a little bit. I like kind of simulations. And thanks, Nick. And like simulations, probably some RimWorld, some Dwarf Fortress. My most played game on Steam is 7 Days to Die, so I'm going to start this first stream with 7 Days to Die, since that's the one I'm most familiar with. Probably just start a new vanilla game, kind of cut through it and everything, try and get a first stream out there. So if you guys have any critiques or anything when you see it after the fact, or if you join live, by all means let me know. I want to try and get everything set up right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and move it on over. So here's 7 Days to Die screen. All right, let's see. You probably are familiar with this. If you're not, kind of this is the main screen. So I'm going to go to new game, and I'm actually going to generate a whole new game. I'm actually going to call this live streaming. Alright. And I'm actually going to try and work it out so that I can put in a new feed. There it goes. So a new random world. We'll put in a world generation seed. I usually just kind of carry on, give it whatever. Keep the world pretty small. That way it's not too bad. It's public visibility. But I'm actually going to set it just to one player. So that way nobody kind of sees it. Yeah, do friends only as well. That way it'll keep it kind of things. 24-hour cycle, 60 minutes. Daylight length, 18 hours. That's what we found works best. So I'm going to go ahead and start. This is going to generate the world. It's not so much a scary game, though you might see some reactions. Every once in a while it does kind of jump out and grab you. So from that perspective, it kind of does some of those things. Let's switch some stuff over here. Where was that? So yeah, so this is going to generate, since we did a small map, it's going to generate pretty quick. Just not too bad. I don't like how my camera is not masking my background very well. Every once in a while that's kind of feeding through for some reason. So, yeah, can't wait to see me jump. You'll probably get to see that if I get killed. Hopefully we keep the swear words to a minimum. No, that's not it. I did something here that allows me to see things in different ways. So yeah, so right now it's generating the world, which it does a pretty good job generating. The larger the world, the longer it's going to take. Like I said, we've got it set pretty small. I play this game with my brother from time to time, and we kind of go head to head. So we like to keep the world small so we don't end up in multiple different places, because that then makes it harder for us to find each other. And so this kind of works out pretty good. Really trying to figure out how I set this up. Generating POIs, points of interest. So throw up a sheet or something behind. You're not sure why it's doing that. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that either. It was doing it the other night when I tested it and I recorded, but I thought it was because I had a TV on. There's a TV behind me, and so. But yeah, I'll probably have to do something. Put some kind of a backdrop. Figure out something there. I have one that I do the same kind of virtual background for my work, and it doesn't have that problem. So I don't know if it's just this virtual background or what it is, but it's kind of frustrating. So that'll be something that I'll work on, try to get figured out. Like I said, I set up my tool over here to allow me to transition between scenes, but now I can't figure out how to turn it off, but I'll have to figure that one out. But yeah, it's going to generate here. Eventually it'll pop up. Let us join. So building environment. And then it adds us in. So this is the first screen you're going to see. Kind of gives you a little quest here. Gives you a couple different quests. So it's going to ask you, craft a bedroll. I need to get my bearings here to make sure my mouse isn't moving too bad. So the bedroll, we actually go to the quest. And actually, so they've enhanced this since the last time I played, but it's given up here, actually. Up here it's given, when you pause it, it doesn't let you do that. But up there in the top right-hand corner, it's giving you actually different keys to completing the quest. So yeah, so what we'll do, I was going to actually go to quest. So here's our tab. Yeah, so if you go up here, you can see here, it's telling you punch the grass to harvest plant fibers, which that's a new one. We just did that. But here, when you go in here, it tells you the bedroll. And actually, if you go here to quest, it'll give you this basic survival, gather plant fibers, get you all hooked up. So there's a bunch of them that I usually just fly through. Grass ones are easy. Gather a bunch. So you heard that definite sound, tells you that you've completed it. So you go here, you can see this is your quest. I'll go ahead and craft it. And normally I just throw it down so that I can complete the quest. It really doesn't matter where it's at. Then you can see here, it's giving us a new quest, craft a stone axe, and you can see the UI is actually placing where there are things that are part of the quest. So here's wood, here's some stone, more wood, which is kind of nice, kind of gives you all that stuff. So that's kind of nice to be able to envision. Oh, that's my bed, right? Says I still need another stone, so if I look around, I don't see any stone. There's these big stones, which you actually need something to kind of chop them up. Now this is weird, yeah, so here's a couple stones laying in the road. And so I'm going to go ahead and pick those up. There's a rabbit. You can actually harvest a rabbit for meat. Well, I ain't got no weapons yet, so I'm going to go ahead and make my stone axe. This is kind of the key piece to harvesting after this. So, and actually, I'm going to kind of rearrange things here. We're going to start going long and hard. Alright, so now we're going to make some clothes. So if you harvest with the axe, you actually harvest a lot faster. Wood's a primary one. Stones are a primary one, at least in the beginning, until you switch over to iron. Craft me some pants. Go ahead and wear those pants. So now it wants me to make a club. Club's not really one of my preferred weapons, but I'll definitely make it here to get through it. These are bird's nests. Bird's nests give you feathers and eggs. So always kind of a key. Yeah, so the goal is to not die. So the reason it's called 7 Days to Die is because the world is infested by zombies, and every 7 days they kind of go on a rampage, and you have to kind of hold them off on that 7th day. So the key is to try and work up and build up for 7 days, and then be ready for that 7th day. Now the first one is usually not too bad. It'll be kind of a pretty lame one, but every 7 days after that, they start getting harder and harder and harder. Here's some cotton, which we can make bandages and stuff from, which is kind of nice. Also kind of make different kind of clothes. So I've got enough to craft my club, so let me go ahead and craft my club, which will get that one off. And I'll actually throw the club down here just for the time being, in case I get attacked. That's going to have me craft a bow. Bow is really the primary weapon I normally use. It's kind of the key. Unfortunately, I only have 3 stone, so this is going to make stone arrows, but at least it'll complete the quest. So, I'll go ahead and I'll find some more stone. It says go ahead and start a base. So yeah, this starting a base is usually not a big deal. It's really just it's kind of giving you the keys to building later on, creating a base. I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to find where I put my bed down, which if you look up on the top compass, here at the top up here, it's underneath this crafting menu, but that top compass, you'll see where my bed is. Shift down, holding shift will help you run, but you got to watch your endurance, which is down here in the bottom right hand. So I'm actually going to build my block, and I'm going to put it here next to my bed just so they're all kind of together. Kind of a key thing later on when you're running around. So right clicking with the hammer actually will upgrade blocks, so that's kind of nice when you're building bases and stuff. I'm gonna build a campfire. I don't have enough stones, so stones are kind of key. Now that I've got an axe here, I can actually go ahead and clobber one of these boulders, which will give me stones. A little easier than picking them up one at a time on the floor or on the ground. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab a bunch of them because I want to make some arrows as well. Arrows require feathers and stone, at least for the early arrows. Later on you'll upgrade to iron arrows, and then eventually you'll go to steel arrows, which require different materials. The iron arrows require iron arrowheads. The steel ones actually require plastic as well as steel arrowheads, but you need different crafting stations to make those items. So we'll probably get one of those crafting stations here pretty soon. The forge is what makes the iron stuff and eventually helps with the steel stuff. But yeah, so I kind of key is kind of getting to that iron stage prior to really a whole lot going on. So now if you look, we've actually got 66 stones. I'm going to build my campfire. And then I've got 10 arrows, so I'm going to go ahead and build 10 more arrows. Oh, it actually says 5. Why is it 5? Oh, I only have 5 wood. So yes, arrows also require wood, which I need. So these little saplings, I guess you'd call them, are kind of a good source of wood. They give you a couple for each one, and they're pretty prevalent. You can also chop down a tree. That takes a little longer. I know some other survival games I play, the trees can fall on you, but this one the trees don't fall on you. I'm usually don't do anything with the trees. So here's a trash pile. These trash piles kind of give you different resources. So this is actually a schematic. So if I use it, it'll allow me to know that schematic going forward, which is great. But it's for a shotgun, so we're not anywhere near shotgun level. So these bushes also give wood. So I'm going to go back here and look at our stone arrows again. This full right one will build whatever you have the most to build with. And so, yeah, and I did beat the heck out of that rock, so yes. Key to the game. Wood is really a common resource. You want to make sure you always got a lot of wood. Stone, like I said in the beginning, stone's pretty important. But as you go on, stone becomes less important. You can build your bases and stuff out of stone. Let's go 4. So we'll put that on there. So now we've completed the entry level quest, which is pretty much showing you how to build all the stuff you need to survive. This campfire is actually what you'll use to cook resources, make stuff. Unfortunately, you can see all these resources, all these cooking recipes are locked. You've got to learn those, spend points to do that. I'm actually going to do recipe here, and I'm going to do craft fragment. No, I don't want to track that. That was not what I wanted. So because I was in the fireplace, I'm going to turn off tracking here. But I'm going to go ahead and make a craft fragment. Actually, eventually I'm going to need bandages. Bandages stop you from bleeding. Go back to my hatchet. So you can see here, the hatchet is actually starting to deteriorate. So we'll need to repair it here eventually. So I'm pretty sure. So you can see there's a quest marker on the compass, as well as there's a quest marker on the UI once you get close. Actually, I think the quest marker is always there on the UI, even if you're pretty far away. But it turns out where we started is right next to the trader, so that's kind of nice. Saves me having to run around a lot. Picked all this stuff up. These will regenerate after a while. This is a carcass. Gives you what they called rotting flesh, which is used for some recipes. Animal fat, which is also used for recipes. Nitric powder, which is used to actually make gunpowder. And bone, which is the key one that I was looking for. I want to make a bone knife. Bone knife will allow us to harvest meat resources. And we're going to put that there. I'm actually going to scrap these nails. Nails are pretty easy to make once you get them, but the metal resources are more key. So let's run in here to this trader. Try and grab any resources while you're at the trader. They're all kind of locked down, but we're going to run in here to this trader. So, well, this will complete the trader quest.
Smells like dysentery.
And I'm going to ask him if he's got any jobs. So I'm going to do this buried supply job.
Jerk, you need some work, or well, good luck.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, you're gonna need it.
The game's considered mature. The traders kind of get a little flamboyant with their language sometimes, so keep that in mind. You can also buy stuff off the trader. Right now we don't have any money, so we can sell some of the things we do have and make some money, but they, of course, as normal, they give you very little for selling, but charge you a lot for buying. So cooking pot is a key thing we want to try and find. That allows you to make water and other things. Trying to think, gunpowder eventually becomes a big one. Water is actually a key in the game. And so these water filters kind of come in handy if you build a water filter. Here's some training manuals, which will open up recipes for us. More points we get. Medicine for healing yourself, different modifications. weapons. So there's a primitive bow at level 5. You see the primitive bow I made is level 1, so makes a big difference. And so, but yeah, most of these things are, you know, sometimes I'll find something in the clothing that'll work out. Gives you better weather protection, things of that nature.
Just get the fuck out of here.
So yeah, you can see language is pretty flamboyant. There are some things here in the trader sometimes you can search. The trash can, give me a couple things, give me some more cloth. Sometimes the shelves can be searched. The metal desk can be searched. Oh, there's a shirt. Let me go ahead and wear the shirt. So, let's see what else we got. Ain't nothing here. Ain't nothing here. Yeah, see there's vending machines. So once you have money, you can kind of grab stuff from the vending machines. I don't use the vending machines too much. Vendors, if you look around, a lot of them have. So here's the building stations. Yeah, I can't take the hammer to the guy. They don't allow that. So the vendor actually has these building stations, but they're destroyed. Sometimes you'll actually find one that isn't destroyed. So I'm actually going to use this forge book, which is going to up my forge skill down here. Once it gets to a certain level, actually can build different things, gives you access to different things. And then this one, these forged steel is way outside of our realm of what we'll be using right now, but kind of nice to have. Yeah, I can't pick up that rock because we're inside the trader. So yeah, usually I look around the trader, see what else is going on here. Oh, so here's another chemistry station. Chemistry station allows you to make medical supplies and gunpowder. That's a more of an advanced topic. Nothing in here. Here's a trash pile. Got me a little bit of plastic. Here's a destroyed chemistry, and actually it's got another forge book, so that brings us up to level 3. I think once we get to level 5, we'll get something. Here's cement, concrete mix, shale. I usually don't use much. So you can see this marker here that's on the UI. This is showing that there's noise. So that's the trader actually in there, probably swearing at himself. You see the porta potties, nothing in the porta potties. I don't believe there's anything in these guys, but every once in a while you'll get lucky. So, and then it looks like he's got a couple other buildings here. So we might, yeah. So here's a pile of food, which is always good. So this is what water looks like before it's been treated. That's one of the reasons we need to find a pot, is because we can take and make murky water into something we can actually use. Oh, there's a poncho. Poncho's good for keeping you warm, keeping you from getting wet. When it rains a lot. When it rains, you get wet, and if you're wet, you'll get cold. Nothing at all in this one. So yeah, this trader's got a couple cabins he probably rents out. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get out of here. These are actually vending machines that you can rent. And so in like a multiplayer game, somebody could rent it, and then one person could make arrows and sell them to everybody else, that kind of stuff. It's a radio. You can see he's got a helicopter pad, though ironically the world has ended, so there's probably no helicopter. I'm actually going to shut the gate, because that way I'll keep them from that. So you can see big old area over here, which we'll probably want to loot here soon. I can see there's an ambulance over there. Ambulances are really good for finding medical supplies. There's some pipes. Pipes will be good for making our forge. We need to get enough materials. I wasn't going to come over here quite yet, since we really don't have any good weapons. Oop, there's the zombies. So yeah, see, and there's army men up on top. So let's go ahead and get my bow out. So right mouse button kind of aims. Left mouse button holds. You really want to get headshots. Headshots are the key. These military guys are pretty well armored, so not really something we want to get at the beginning, because they're going to be hard to kill. Alright, so I killed that guy. Yeah, these guys are going to be hard to kill. Now they're running. so you really don't want running. Hopefully he'll go down. You'll actually see the, yeah, they're running. You'll see down in the bottom right-hand corner, when you actually kill them, that you'll get the experience. So that's how you know he's not dead. But I'm almost out of arrows, so this is not good. I don't want to go hand-to-hand with these guys yet. Okay, so see, I got the experience there, or got the thing. So all the arrows are stuck in him, so I went and grabbed the arrows. I can reload my bow. Not very many. Maybe enough to take this guy down. And he's not dead yet. No experience. Now I got the experience. So every once in a while when you kill these guys, it'll actually give you what they call a loot bag, which is kind of nice. Usually, actually, the soldiers are pretty good about giving loot bags. But didn't expect to take on soldiers this early. That's kind of dangerous. So, wasn't wanting you guys to see me get killed quite that early. You never know, right? I'm gonna see if I can get this rabbit. So yeah, you're. All right. So I got the rabbit. I'm gonna use the knife to harvest him. Now I got some meat. That'll come in handy. I can actually make some generic meat stuff in the fire without a pot, but the really good recipes that benefit you kind of come with the pot and other stuff. So yeah, so the zombies were eating arrows. Yeah, they were. It's kind of good because the stone arrows usually break. So you don't get, usually don't get a whole lot of stone arrows back. So it was kind of nice that, like I said, that the soldiers take a lot of arrows to kill. So it was kind of nice that I actually was able to get those back. So this is a cooking manual. This will actually help us get some cooking recipes. This is armor, which I'm probably not going to use yet. If you hit art, it takes everything. But I'm probably not going to use it yet because you actually get a lot of negatives until you actually have some points in armor. That was one of the other things I didn't show you guys. So if you go here, you actually, when we did those starting quests, it actually gave us 4 points, and we should probably put some stuff into points. So one of the ones that is key, so you can see they're each kind of, this is perception, strength, fortitude, agility, intellect. You got perk books, which you'll find when you travel around. And then you've got crafting skills, which is, this actually just kind of keeps track of it. So you can see harvesting tools, I'm at level 1. If we go down here and find forges, you'll see foods at level 2, because I just read that cooking book. Workstations is at level 3, since I had those 2 forge books. And so, but normally, since I use the arrows a lot, I can never remember which one it's in. I usually put a point in an archery. So start off with 4 points. As you go up levels, you'll get more points. This allows you to do some stuff. Thanks, Nick. I figured you didn't know much about it. It wasn't your kind of game. So yeah, I want to make sure at least I was explaining it. So, and then the other ones that I usually put into, one thing that's always a problem is your carrying capacity. So if you look here, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this one. If you look here, you can see we are right now overburdened by 4. So we're overburdened by 4 because several of these spots we're not allowed to use yet. So we can actually solve some of that. There's another rabbit running there in the background. But we can actually recycle. I don't want recipes. I want to scrap. We can actually recycle some of this stuff. So I don't want to recycle the pipes. I don't need the seed, because those are ones that grow wild. So that's pretty easy. Here's our... Oh, I hear somebody moving around. So there's a rabbit, but I hear somebody else moving around. I want somebody to sneak up on me. There's one behind me. There's a couple zombies behind me, so we'll get those taken care of. But we can try and get down. So now it shows we're at 2 since I dropped that seed and recycled that other. We can eat something, which will lower it again. But most of these are kind of not too bad. Yeah, this is just a friendly note. Tells you to, kind of starts a quest, and or really started your original quest. It's kind of just an explanation they have in there for why you're where you're at and why you ended up with nothing. Supposedly you got jumped, and they took all your stuff, and that's why you got nothing. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot of arrows, so I'm gonna have to find me another. Gonna have to find me another rock here in a minute. I want to try and get this lined up so I can do a headshot. Of course, this guy, and you can see there's the experience. That's how I know I killed him. And so yeah, those guys kind of jerk their head around a lot, really hard to hit. So, but the headshots are key. There's a rabbit. If you crouch down, you actually do double damage if they don't see you. I really don't need to do double damage to this rabbit. But doesn't hurt. Now, unfortunately, I'm just wasting my arrows. So let me find another rock. Beat the crap out of it. Oh, there's another zombie. Oh, there's a rock. A couple of rocks laying around here on the ground. Might be able to use them to my advantage. Yeah, there's another guy. Shakes his head all the time. Makes it really hard to hit. Oh, man. Nice shot. So yeah, unfortunately, did get my arrow back. So let's see if we can make some more arrows. All right, that gets us back up. We got a little bit going on there. You can actually start build task and then let them run in the background, which is kind of nice. You don't have to sit there and wait for them. So these guys, just as soon as I creeped up here, I saw those are actually active ones. So they were kind of hiding among dead bodies. These guys are not a huge threat since they're crawlers, but they like to sneak up on you when you're actually dealing with somebody else. And as you can see, they kind of absorb a lot of arrows. So get some of my arrows back. You can actually harvest the dead bodies, which will give you some resources. Another shirt. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to get me some rocks out of this guy. So you want to keep track of the time. So right in the top, just below the compass is the time. So 1500 is 3 p.m. Gets dark around 1800, I think. Maybe it's 2200. We'll see. It's based on how much time you have left. So my stamina ran out, so that's why I'm actually lower stamina because of this overburdened. So down here, this is what I was going to show you. So down here is your experience bar. So this purple one is your experience bar. If you're really rested, it'll actually change colors and you'll get more experience. These ones on the bottom, the green one is the food, the blue one is your water. So I'm going to go ahead and eat one of these, which will lower my burden. Now I'm only one. I can go ahead and eat this chili. The problem with the chili is it actually gives you gas, which can cause you some other problems. Since I'm playing single player, I'm going to go ahead and drop this because that's not of no worth to me. So that'll buy me another thing. And I better save that. Sometimes I got to make a handgun. So now that my stamina is all back up, if you drink or eat, a lot of times that'll make your stamina reset, which is kind of nice. So I'm going to get me some rocks here. I want to try and get here to a forge as quickly as possible because I really don't like having to get all these rocks for the arrows. But my stamina's out again. That's one of the big things is the stamina runs out a lot. There's some more cotton. This is kind of a cotton field, so I'm going to go ahead and collect these. Actually, I think I have a second shirt. Let me look at the shirt. So if I look at the shirt, if I compare it, it's showing you here the comparison values. So it's actually showing you what it is compared to what you already have on. So this is lower. It's not as good as the one I have on, so I'm going to go ahead and scrap it, which will give me some cloth. And then one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a bandana. And it needs... Where'd it go? Why can't I make it? It needs 50 cloth fragments. Really? 50 cloth fragments? Wow, that's amazing. I didn't think I needed that many. The bandana kind of nice. Not so much for the single player. But as you can see here, when I open this up and I actually go to my video, you can see I kind of pulling the silver wolf on this one as well. The long beard. So the bandana helps cut down on some of that glow. When you also get a hat, it kind of cuts down on that. So with when I'm playing with my brother, it's always good to kind of try and keep a low profile. He's kind of a noisy guy, so he's usually pretty easy to find. So, but mine, I usually stand out because of the silver. So you can actually make when the first time you play, you'll make your character anything you want. So I usually go with the silver-haired wolf. So somebody's walking, so you can hear him walking. If you stop walking, there's one over there. I'm pretty sure there's one over there. Yeah, behind that rock. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make some more arrows. Where are my arrows? Huh. I've got wood. I don't have any feathers, so that's why I can't make arrows. So if I did a search in there, it would actually showed me the arrows, but it would still show I couldn't make them. Once you have them, they actually kind of come to the top of the list, especially if it's one of those that you use a lot. So thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Appreciate your support. You're awesome, buddy. There's a nest. Unfortunately, most of the nests give one feather, which is really not useful. And they disappear when you harvest them, which is a new thing. It used to be they actually stayed, and then you had to kind of come back and check on them from time to time. But now they disappear, so once it regenerates, it'll actually spawn some new nests, which is kind of nice. But yeah, you got to kind of look around for them, so they're not always the easiest to find. Different biomes, so there are different biomes in the game. Different biomes will actually give you different things. Like there's a desert biome, which you need different. Actually, you can see there in the distance. There's actually the snow biome, the winter biome, and it's actually pretty easy to find feathers in that biome. So I'm actually gonna head over there because that might help me out with my feather problem. Because the bird's nests stand out on the snow a lot better than they do in this grassy terrain. Most times I find most of my bird's nest by just running through the thing. Actually, there's a chicken. So the chicken is also a good source of feathers. So we're going to go ahead, and is also a good source of meat. And I'm going to try and hit him. But and of course he moved at the last minute, and now I'm almost out of arrows. So there's a couple rocks. The rocks stand out pretty good. He caught my scent, so now he's bolting. All right, so the lumberjacks are kind of up on the level of the. There's a bobcat or a mountain lion. Yeah, we definitely don't want to tangle with him yet. We are not at a level that's definite death. So let's go ahead and go this way. So yeah, there's a. Yeah, and he saw us. We're just going to run away from him since we don't have any arrows. See if we can find some arrows here. Sometimes in the trash you'll find feathers. So there are bears. You said, what's the biggest thing you can hunt? There are bears. Bears are super deadly. And then there are infected bears, which are even more deadly than the original bears. I'm actually known for taking on bears way too early in the game and getting massively killed. So hopefully you guys won't get to see that, or maybe you will. It depends on what you're here for, right? So, but yeah, it's they give a huge amount of meat, huge amount of I guess what they call leather, or this leather. Looks more like fur, but which is a main resource you use for a lot of stuff. So they're kind of key, but they are definitely something that's not easy to take out this early. Wolves are another one. The mountain lions are actually very rare, so it's kind of surprising. I think they're something with the winter biome, but it's kind of surprising that we found one of those this quick. But yeah, they're like on the wolf level. You really need a better weapon than these stone arrows. These stone arrows are not really on par with them. So I'm going to go back in it now. I'm probably going to get cold in here because I don't have the right clothing. I really need warm clothing. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find some more bird's nest. Oh, there's another lumberjack. There's a bird's nest. You can see they actually stand out a lot better. So, those are rocks. There's another bird's nest. So yes, they stand out a little better, so a little easier to find. I'll go ahead and crouch down. Fortunately, crouching down makes you a little more susceptible to cold as well. And then I'm going to go, okay, 29. That gives me a pretty good, hoping to get a forge here soon. So, actually, while I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and repair my stone axe since it's wounded. And we'll go for that. Yeah, we'll see. You might get to see a bear. They do tend to roam around, like I said, since I'm notorious for getting clobbered by one early in the game. They are usually out early in the game. And I usually tend to forget that, hey, I just started. I don't have any levels yet. Try to take them on. Here's another guy shaking his head all over the place. Makes it very hard. Oh, now he's running. Oh. Right in the throat. Back of the head. Alright. Actually for a normal zombie, you get 400. If you're rested, you'll actually get more experience. That comes from some other stuff we'll talk about later. So you can see here, that's my quest marker. So for the buried supplies, which is just really you're going to dig up supplies. I'm not heading to that yet. I want to see if I can find a pot. Ooh, there's a police station. Police station is really good for getting killed, but also good to find some weapons. But definitely not. I'm not on a level to take the police station yet. Firehouse is also another good one. Excuse me. Another good one for kind of finding some weapons. The fire axe is actually a weapon that a lot of people like. I'm not a fan, but my brother's actually a big fan. This sandwich, old sham sandwich, will usually give you, make you sick. So I usually just throw them away. They can be used to make antibiotics and stuff later on. So one of the key things you want to look for are these bags are nice because they usually give better stuff. Ah, there's some aspirin, which is a painkiller that helps you with healing up. And then mailboxes or newspaper boxes, those kind of things, they can a lot of times hold books, which is really what we need right now. I want to try and get my workstations up so that I can get a forge, because then I can start making iron arrowheads, which work a lot better. So, of course, here's iron crossbow bolts, which we're not using a crossbow. Sometimes I do later on if I get one that's got a high level, or the trader's selling one that's high level. I'm going to go ahead and scrap them now because they're just going to take up space. The thread sewing kit is actually used to make stuff, as well as if you get a major cut, a laceration, you can use the sewing kit to stitch yourself back up. So I usually try to keep one on hand. So there's a zombie over there. So what I did is I crouched down, and you'll see here if I actually hit her, which I didn't. Imagine that. And I missed her again. Man, missing her a lot, which is kind of weird. So I'm going to go ahead and crouch down again and see if I can hit her. Oh, come on now. There you go. So since I saw her, it said sneak damage there in the center. So that's actually giving us sneak damage. So we kind of got double damage, which is kind of nice. So it's kind of nice. Sometimes I'll hunt at night. At night, the zombies run. So definitely not the best time to be hunting. Cars are another good place to get resources. But yeah, at night the zombies run. And that can get devastating because they can surround you pretty quickly. Especially if you use a gun. Gun attracts them very quickly. Which is why I'll always try to use the bow. I'm crouching down again, so I'm going to see if I can hit this guy. There, so yeah, so one-shot kill. Which is kind of nice. See if I can get my arrow back. That would be even better. Yep, there's the arrow. Excellent. So as you can see here, it's popping up. So it's saying this is Midway Clinic. And it's showing here, when you get close, it's showing... let me go back. Run away. Come back. It's showing what the rating is for the building. Actually, of course, now it's not going to show it. But I just said that. There's the ambulance I saw earlier. I definitely want to get that. So, as you can see, so there's some bandages, a first aid kit, which is pretty good. Nice find in the beginning. This is actually a steroid, which will allow you to carry as much as you want, but it wears off. Actually makes you really thirsty. So, as you can see here, you couldn't see it when I was in the grass, but you can see here these are locked ones. So all these here are locked, so that's why it's showing us we're 8 over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's why we're 8 over. And like I said, that kind of tears down your stamina. I'm actually going to go ahead and make cloth fragments out of these, so that'll bring me down to 7. Don't need these pumpkin seeds, but I'll hold on to them. Headlights used to make vehicles. You can make vehicles. You can make a bicycle. This is the first vehicle. Then you can make motorcycle, car, truck. You can even get up into flying vehicles, which is kind of nice. I want to go ahead and make some more stone arrows because that'll get rid of my feathers, which will then bring me down to 6. That's kind of nice. So, yeah, so it's 21:06. I think at 22 it's going to get dark. And like I said, the zombies start running at that point, so we don't want that. But of course, these crawling guys don't run. So, but I got sneak damage on him. But we definitely don't want them running around on us, so we'll be sneaking around if we're sneaking around. My brother's one that actually kind of hides out during the night, does all his building at night, which is kind of a good tactic. Keeps you from kind of attracting them. You can get kind of, especially like the wolves or the bears or even the mountain lions can sneak up on you at night. So I can tend to get killed quite a bit at night. I'm going to scrap these nails. Nails are real easy to make when we need them. Hop is you can use to make beer. I don't usually drink the beer because it takes away. It allows you to take more damage, but it makes you unsteady. And since I use the bow, which is kind of a major steady thing, it kind of makes a big difference. So the stuff that we dropped, it'll sit there. I'm not sure exactly how long, probably a minute before it actually disappears. So anything you drop will disappear. You can just camp out after you build. Like I said, other than day 7 they come for you, and that's one of the things my brother will actually build up, and continue to each night build up his base, so that then on day 7 he has a nice place to hide out, which kind of is a good tactic. I'm more of a roamer. I will build my forge and other stuff somewhere, probably on top of the buildings, just so I have good visibility. But I don't build a whole lot of defenses. So here's some jeans. So as you can see, the jeans are cold resist higher, heat resist higher, which is really good. Plus I can scrap these pants than I made in the beginning, which is kind of nice. And now I've got a little bit better heat resistance and cold resistance, so I might be able to go back into the winter biome. I'm really wanting to go into one of these buildings, but it's so close to night. So in the buildings are a lot of zombies. Oh, crap. So, yeah. Okay, so this nurse is probably going to run here in a second, so it's going to be nighttime. So I want to kill her as quick as possible. Oh. Okay, so she's getting up, and now she's going to run. There she comes. I blew her head off, but she got a hit in. So somebody's walking around, so I'm definitely crouched down because they're less likely to see you when you're crouched down. Make less noise. But, so it's not so much of an advantage. He gets to build up his base, and one of the things that you can build with the base is you can actually get, so I killed him with one shot. That's nice. That's what I try to do at night, because otherwise they start running. Mailboxes is another one that you can find the skill books in. So here's a big hitter. That's with baseball bats. And here's a medical. That'll raise my medical. So those are both real good ones to have. But yeah, the roaming, I don't know that it's much of an advantage. So, you know, hanging out and building your base is kind of nice. You can build stakes and things like that, which take out a lot of zombies on day 7. Let me get my arrow back. But for like the early one, especially for the first day 7, it's not going to be a huge amount of zombies, so wasting a whole lot of resources, a lot of wood. It's art of mining, so that ups your mining skill. And so actually, that's an art of mining. That's one of the book collections. So if you get all of the books in a collection, it actually gives you some pretty good bonuses. So, but yeah, so my roaming since it's the early days, I like to roam because that actually gives me I can get more resources. It's just you got to be careful because the zombies do run. So actually, right there, do you see that? What was that? Is that a bear? No, that's a zombie. Okay, I thought that was a bear already. But yeah, so these zombies. So what I'll try to do with these guys, you can see I got 3 or 4 of them around me right now. So if things go wrong, it could go wrong really fast. Once you attract one, the noise from the one is probably going to attract the others. Oh, So one other thing I'm going to show you. I'm going to go ahead and shoot that arrow into the ground because... So if their eyes are glowing, they're ferals. And so... Alright, Nick, we'll see in a second. But yeah, if their eyes are glowing, then they're ferals. And they take a lot more damage to take down. So I try not to hit those guys at night. Because then they'll start running. They also make a lot of noise. And when they make a lot of noise, then they attract other zombies, which then, you know, never fun to get killed on day 1. So I hit him, and I got sneak damage, but I didn't kill him. But the second shot got him when he got up. So I'll go ahead and pick up this rock. Let me know if you're able to get back in, Nick. But yeah, so it's kind of nice to be able to do that. So he didn't have an arrow. My arrow's gone. But yeah, inside the buildings, you're in kind of close quarters. So inside the buildings, it's kind of hard to maneuver. And so based on that, you don't want to really be in there too long. Or at night, because the zombies are going to start running. And when they start running and you're in close quarters, it's really easy to get kind of caught on a wall or caught on a couch or, you know, and not be able to get away. I'm pretty sure that one's a feral. So, and I missed him, so that was probably better, but I think I saw his eyes when he was looking the other way. I missed him again. Alright, well, we're just wasting arrows. So one of the other things I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of roam around here and see if I can find some more, bird's nest. Feathers are always the resource that you gotta find. I'm actually running while crouched. So that's actually using my stamina faster. Okay, Nick, great to see you back in. Thanks, bud. But yeah, it uses my stamina faster. You got to be careful doing that, but it's real slow moving around while crouched, but that's definitely the safest way to move around at night. And she can get really surprised early. I tried it. This is nice that I started close to the city because these mailboxes give a lot of books. And that actually really helps us level up. Of course, they're not giving me the books that I want. But he's giving me books, which is kind of nice. So yeah, there's another zombie. The 2 zombies there. So just trying to hang low. If I can get a shot at him, kill him with 1 shot because I'm crouched. That's a good way to take him out. But you can see there's actually a nurse in that one. So I got that one with 1 shot. But there's actually a nurse in there. I saw her head poke over the wall. Yep, there she is. See if we can get her. Nope, she's back down below the wall. Can't hold your arrow very long because it actually will run your stamina down. Oh, she jumped over the wall. I hit him again. Now he's running. 3rd time, still coming. Oop, miss. Oh, he's a feral. See the glowing eyes? Alright, he's dead. Thank goodness. But I took some damage on that. See if I can pick off this nurse. Oh, got her. 1 shot. Alright, so I stood up to run, but that's kind of dangerous. But now I'm going to go see. Yep, she doesn't have an arrow, and the other guy doesn't look like he dropped one. Or if he did, it's already gone. So, running out of arrows again, so. Which is kind of a constant theme. Even after you get to the iron arrows, you still need the feathers. So feathers are kind of key. Where'd that sandwich go? I'm actually going to put this down here. If you put things down here on your thing, it takes away from the spot. So as you see, each one of these I'm putting down here is kind of taken away. Now I'm down to 4, which is kind of nice. But these are your quick slots. So, and actually this one I can go ahead and use. That'll give me some healing. And I can put another one down here. Oh, there's another nurse. My crouch. Yeah, I'm crouched. You can see here in the bottom left-hand side, it shows the eye icon. It shows how visible you are. So I'm actually going to see. I need to find some arrows because I'm in really low. 1 shot killed her. Somebody is in there. I hear these guys jumping around on there. There's a nest right there. Let me grab that quick. Oh, now I'm thirsty. Okay. I was wondering how long that would happen. So you can see here my bar's down below half. So once you get thirsty, it actually lowers your stamina. So you want to keep an eye on that. Fortunately, as I mentioned in the beginning, water is a key. Oh, there's a fat guy. He's a bad one. He's hard to kill. He's considered an advanced zombie. I'll get 750 for him, but it'll probably take all my arrows. Let's see if she dropped this arrow over here. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna head back to this winter biome, except that mountain lion really bothers me. There's some trash. Let me see what's in there. So the power station didn't show. Oh, there's a snake. So there's a snake. See the snake right there? You can actually shoot. You can shoot through the fences. So I shot the snake. Snakes are pretty hard to shoot, but I've gotten good at it through the years. Snakes are a good source of meat. And leather. Actually, they give you bones too. My brother and I had a big argument about this, whether snakes have bones or not. So I think he was the winner of that one. So the game actually gives you bones for him. So I'm going to try and 1-shot kill this woman. she's got, yeah, she looks like she's got glowing eyes, so I probably should let her go, but kind of a glutton for punishment. I got level 2. Good. I'm going to run over here and get my arrow. Shot her leg off. Nope, no arrow. So she was not a feral, thank goodness. Alright, let's keep heading this way. So yeah, I got another point. Actually, I didn't spend all my points before, so we were kind of going over that. Oh, there's a nest. So yeah, I want to keep getting nests. Like I said, the mountain lion, kind of at this stage of the game, I don't have high enough weapons to be able to take out the mountain lion. I really don't have the clothes to survive here in the cold very long. But it is nice because you can see the bird's nest a lot easier than in the grass. And I try not to build that many stone arrows because I always try to get to the iron arrows as quickly as possible. There's a major difference between the stone arrows and the iron arrows. So, but you can see up here in the top right hand corner, it's actually showing me what the level of this is with the snow. It's showing me it's kind of too orange. Red is really bad, or 5, 6 red is really bad. Orange is kind of the lower level. I don't think there's any yellows, but 1 orange, of course, would be easier than 2 orange. So there's some steel arrowheads, which I don't have the means of making yet, so I'm not going to bother with those. I'll just scrap those. Here's some resources. So that one right there in front of us is coal, which is a major component of gunpowder, which will come into play later. So I'm actually going to mark on my map where that coal is, because that's one that I will want to find later. And coal's a pretty common one in the winter biomes. This one right here is iron, so we can hit that with our stone axe and collect iron from it, which will be nice. Once we get the forge, that'll be really important, because that's what you make the iron arrows from. So that lumberjacks kind of bother me. I probably can kill him. Let me see. I'll make some more arrows. Oh, 32. Yeah, we can definitely kill him. So let's go ahead and take him out. The other thing that's nice about the snow biome at night is you see how bright it is. It's very easy to see. Very easy to see. So, where when we were in the other one, it was kind of, it's like 2 in the morning, so should be a little harder to see, but it's not. Honestly, I think I've got some pretty high-class monitors, so I think my brightness is a little bit better. My brother always complains that he can't see anything. So I would say I one-shot killed him, but I shot at him twice, but it was the shot that hit him that killed him, so depends on how you want to work that one. But yeah, so let's see if he still has the arrow. He does still have the arrow. Always good when you can get your arrow back. Always good, especially once you get the arrow. Here's another cold one. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this one. So you can actually mark the map with icons, and you can decide whether they're visible or not. These ones I haven't made visible yet. I'm not at that point that they're really important, but it'll become an issue later on where I won't have the resources to make gunpowder to make bullets. So those come in real handy. There's a businessman out wandering in the snow. There's a chicken. Ah, got him, one-shot kill. That was good. There's another lumberjack. There's a lumberjack. Oh no, that's a regular zombie. I hit her, but she didn't die. We'll go ahead and wait for her to stand up. And shoot her again. Got her. Ooh, there's a lumberjack. Miss. Oh, come on. Alright, Alright, that hit him. Now he's going to run. Okay. So because I'm crouched down, he doesn't really see me. Which is kind of weird because I'm in the middle of the snow, so you would think he would, but... I'm trying to get a headshot. But he likes to bob his head. So yeah, so you see he's a higher advanced zombie. We got 750 for him. But kind of nice experience. And this is actually proven out. And it hasn't told me I'm cold yet, which is really nice. Because normally that's what I get in the winter biome this early. Maybe it's because of the flannel shirt I have on and the he's dead. I can't think of it. And the poncho. Yeah, the poncho's probably helping. Plus the jeans are probably helping. So yeah, so all that stuff kind of, everything gives you a heat and a coolness bonus. So yeah, so one of the other ones is when you find the desert biome. It's also pretty easy to find feathers in the desert biome. The nests stand out. But when you find the desert biome, it's one of those that constantly hot, constantly overheating. So here's another lumberjack. Let's see if I can take him out. Ooh, nice shot. Now we'll let him run until he stops running. And then we'll hit him in the head again. Sticking right on top of his head. That's pretty good. Yeah, so he can't see us, so hit him again. Just keep backing up. Oh, he got a beat on us. So one more shot killed him, which is good because he was about to do some damage. I don't want to use my limited resources yet. The aspirin would actually help. Painkillers would help. I'm going to scrap these. The painkillers would help, but they make you really thirsty. Right now I'm already thirsty, so I don't want to compound that since I don't have a pot yet. If we get a forge, we can actually make a pot, which is kind of nice. So it's really one of those of whichever one we get first, making a forge or finding a pot. Pots are pretty common inside the buildings. If it has a kitchen, a lot of times you can find a pot in the kitchen. It's about to become daylight. 4 a.m. is daylight, so now they're not going to run anymore, which is kind of nice. Here's some trash. Let's see what we can find in this. Well, I'll go ahead and stand up again. Sorry, I was running while I was saying, yeah, I don't want that sandwich. Oh, there's another nest. So yeah, I think I got quite a bit of feathers, so that actually proved good. There's another pile of garbage. Some glue. Glue is actually one of the most useful things in the wasteland. Actually, it'll sell you when you do it. Glue makes duct tape, so cloth and glue make duct tape. And duct tape is kind of like fundamental for almost everything. So it's always a nice one. So there's a lumberjack outside of the winter biome because it's right on the border. I'm going to check out this car. And I'm going to look in this apartment building. This apartment building is going to have several kitchens, so hopefully one of these I can find a thing. The problem is my inventory is really high. Let's see if we can get a... Nope. Alright, he's just going to have to stay alive. You can pick up these chairs and then scrap them. And it'll give you plastic, which is kind of nice. I actually usually pick up the wooden chairs. Wooden chairs will actually give you wood, which is kind of nice. So one of the things I do when I go into a house is I crouch down because that keeps the zombies from noticing you right away. So sometimes you can actually get in a house and you can get in here. There's somebody probably behind this couch. Yep, there is, right there. Let me see if I can shoot her. Alright, so I got her. One shot kill. So if you get them while they're sleeping, That kind of helps. Bookshelves are a key one. Bookshelves are where you get a lot of skill books. So yeah, you can see here, this is Handyman. That upgrades your tools level. Sharp sticks is spears, which is usually what I'm going to actually make a spear here in a second. And then wooden clubs. So I actually got the wooden club quality 2 if I wanted to add that on there. So check the stove. Sometimes there's a thing in there. Cabinets, kitchen cabinets are where you might find a pot. Corn you can eat. Sandwiches. All these cabinets are open. So the refrigerator is on, so that's when you can actually steal from it. It'll actually shut the refrigerator off because that makes a lot of background noise. A lot of times zombies are hiding in these things. So I'm actually going to go ahead and scrap my club, and I'm going to make a spear. Why is it not showing me the spear? There it is, stone spear. Scrap these chairs. Here's somebody walking. So one thing I can do with the stone spear is I can hit these doors. Somebody in the... Oh, I miss. Alright, she's dead. Ooh. Somebody's outside. That's what I'm hearing, is them outside. So you can pick up the office chairs when you recycle those. That'll actually give you leather. Yeah, well, like, that's one of the reasons. So Nick said I have ears like a wolf. That's one of the reasons I use the headset, is because it actually helps me to hear it better. Because if you don't hear it in here, you can have a wolf actually sneak up on you. That's no good. No good at all. So, key is to stay alive. Sunglasses will actually give me fortitude. You can also find some other ones. There's like science glasses. It'll give you perception or intelligence. And there's other ones that give you perception. I think there's some sports glasses that'll give you agility. Okay, washer and dryers in there. So washing machine. Sometimes you'll find some clothes. Actually, these boots are going to be good. There's some cloth. Cloth is always good. Let me throw this sandwich away. Didn't realize that was in there. There's another bedroom. I'm going to go in there next. Bathrooms here. Toilet is always a good place to find murky water. Every once in a while you get really lucky and you'll find a gun in the toilet. But shower curtains are good for cloth. Sometimes medicine cabinets will be one where you can actually find some stuff. That one wasn't a good medicine cabinet. Windows are broken there, so there. That's used to make armor. Ooh. They got a hit in. Ooh, that hurt. Nothing in there. Go ahead and shut it. Sometimes behind these pictures, there'll be a safe. Some people hide safes in there. I'm crouched, so it's fine. Let's go out here and see what's in the yard. You gotta be... Ooh, there's a vulture. Vultures are bad, very bad. A lot of times they'll infect you, so that's one of the other things. You can get infected, which you'll need antibiotics and stuff to kind of cope with. I'm going to go ahead. You can actually harvest these guys and get feathers from them, bones, rotten meat. So they're good for feathers. They give a lot of feathers, but they are kind of deadly. So I'm gonna. This is water bottle is key. Unfortunately, it's all murky water, so I still need my thing. So one thing you can tell in this game is these flashlights kind of show you alternate ways to go, and a lot of times they show you good ways to go to find treasure. So it's kind of pointing at this at this, oh no, oh, there's a dog. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm about to die. Come on, die, 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 die. Okay, he's dead. I'm infected. Oh my goodness. Yeah, of course I'm thirsty. So yeah, I almost died. So, yeah, Nick, you got to enjoy that. Alright, so let's go ahead and harvest this guy. Because I'm hungry. Oh no. I gotta kill this guy off quick because I'm about to die. Alright, he's dead. Alright, but he destroyed the door. So, we're going to use this first aid kit. Unfortunately, it won't take away the infection. It'll actually heal us over time. I'm actually going to repair my bow because I didn't realize how damaged it was. Get rid of this glass. Got to keep an eye on your inventory all the time. Yeah, so yeah, as I said, that was a good way to go. But as you saw, it was kind of tricking us into going that way. Dogs are a real problem. I usually like to deal with dogs with either a shotgun or a pistol because that's the key. Anytime you see a dog box like that, that means there's probably a dog around. I was hoping it would give me some food because I don't have any food. We're actually going to go in this door. I don't know if it'll let me walk in. It says it's unlocked, but yeah, let me just go ahead and open it. Unfortunately. Yeah, so look at that. He's just sitting there. So usually if you headshot them while they're sleeping, you can kill them once, one kill. It's kind of nice. I'm already down. So as I said, I'm infected. So we definitely want to find some honey or some antibiotics. Neither of which we have at the moment. Laundry basket's always a good way to find some stuff. Let me go ahead and wear the hat. Cover up my silver hair, though I don't think the zombies are seeing my silver hair. But of course, I said the toilets are a good way to get water, but so far I haven't gotten a single bit of water from any toilet. I got a lot of sandwiches. Ooh. The door will slow them down a little bit, but not much. Money you can sell back to the trader. It's really of no use otherwise. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, and I missed. Oh, I missed. All right. That was close. As you exert yourself, it seems like and my brother and I have had this argument as well, it seems that the infection goes up quicker. I don't know if that's true or not. I really, really need to find a pot now. I'm going to shut that door in case somebody's in there. That'll at least slow them down a little bit. Hopefully one of these cabinets have a pot in them. Maybe. No, just bones. Of course. Come on. Okay, that's not working out. One of the other things I forgot to tell you is you can actually harvest these chairs. Oh, there's a stove. Stove is a good way to find pots. Of course, once again, everything I say is not happening. So, gotta love that. There are something called airdrops that come every 3 days, where I guess the government's trying to help you out, so they drop you in supplies. Sometimes those supplies will contain antibiotics, which is kind of nice. Not too often, but every once in a while. So I'm severely overburdened. Which we're going to try and solve here. Yeah, now I'm out of stamina. Let's scrap these chairs. We definitely don't need to be holding on to these. Like I said, I keep the bills. I sell them to the trader. They actually give pretty good top dollar for the bills. Kind of disappointed that I still haven't found a pot yet, or enough books to be able to build a forge, because then I can make a pot. Alright, so here's one of the doors that we were on. Let's see, we did that one, we did that one. 2 apartments on the bottom. Looks like it's only got 4, so let's go up top. We'll see. One of these. American flag outside, always a good sign. Some trash. Yeah, I'm way overburdened. Scrap, let's see. I'm not going to use this oil shale, so I'm going to throw that away. Chrysanthemums grow wild. I'm going to throw those away. Coal's a good one to have. Already healed all up, so that's good, but unfortunately, gotta get rid of this infection. So there are two ways to get rid of infection. There is honey, which you can find in tree stumps. Not really, kind of rare. Okay, so there's actually a loot box, which is kind of good. Ooh, there's medical supplies. More aspirin. That's good. No antibiotics. But yeah, so these loot boxes, these are special loot boxes. So this one here is guns and gas. So it has stuff that would come from an auto parts place. Ooh, there's one that's locked. We don't have any lock picks yet. Maybe that's not, no, that one's not a locked one, so we're in good shape. Yeah, these give really good resources. So usually in most, so I unlocked it, which would have opened that door. I'm going to go ahead and open this one. Alright, so there's a headlight. That's for the thing. I just threw the other worlds out. These repair kits are really good when you get into the higher level weapons. Oops. Oh no. Alright. We're going to lure him down here since it's daytime. And I can use my bow. Oh, there's a lumberjack. Try and look at where they're all at. Kind of keep them on my radar. Oh, the nurse is running. You can kind of hear the music in the background. Alright, she's dead, finally. Lumberjack's giving me a little trouble. I'm up on top of a rock. Come on, Lumberjack. Alright, he's dead. Alright, he's dead. And she's dead. Alright, let's collect all our arrows. So, now you see why I used a bow. As long as you don't run out of arrows, you're usually in pretty good shape. Of course, as you see, I'm down to 9 arrows, so that's not good. We're going to go back up to that one, though, because that actually has a bunch of loot boxes in it, which is always the best resources. So maybe that's what the flag outside meant. I don't know. So they actually broke out of there. So there's a leather trunk. Oh yeah. So there's a bone knife. I'm going to scrap this one. Use this level 2 one. Actually repair it. You want to try and upgrade everything you got. This is actually, the weighted head is awesome. This is a mod. Causes more damage. Can of tuna. There's what we're doing. I need to eat. And bullets. Bullets are always key. So I'm actually going to add the weighted mod to my spear, so it'll give more damage. Actually, I've got these. So that'll give it more damage, plus it takes out of my inventory. There's an ammo pile. That's good. Ooh, yeah. So this one is actually a wood splitter mod. That goes on your axe. Allows it to get more resources as well as do more damage. I don't usually fight with the axe very often, but here's some more bullets. I'm going to scrap the buckshot. It's just made of lead. Gunpowder is always key. Bullets are key. Actually, I got a spot here. I can put something. Let's put that there. Alright. Let me open this Crack a Book. Crack a Book is a bookstore. So more than likely there'll be some skill books inside. So tactical warfare is probably for assault rifles, that kind of stuff. This one's a rifle magazine. There's actually 2 of them, which is kind of nice. So now I've unlocked pipe rifle. I can actually make a pipe rifle at that level, which is kind of nice. Refrigerator's running. I'm gonna shut that off. Come on, there's gotta be a pot in here somewhere. Coffee maker is always a good one. You either get coffee, water, or coffee grounds, which you can use to make coffee. There's some iron arrowheads, which since I can't make them yet, that's the next best thing. But still no pot. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Yeah. Not kneeled down, so that's kind of key. Let's make sure. Trash cans are good loot. Guy's got a target up there, so maybe there's some weapons in here. Oh, what's that? Nope, that goes back out to the other room. Okay, so they already broke out of here. There's a safe. So the safe... Oh, actually. Safe's not doing anything. Let's see what it does. Usually you can pick a safe. I'm going to go ahead and beat this one up. Alright, Nick. Have a great one. I'm only going to probably run this a couple more minutes. I got to get to bed as well. Try and find a good one. So, yep. So all that did is actually destroy it. Alright. I'll go ahead and get out of here. Actually, let's check out this last room. Check out the last room. Thanks again, Nick. Appreciate the help. There's a toilet. Corn from the toilet. That's always key. Oh, medicine cabinet. Come on, have some antibiotics. Bandage. Not what I was looking for, but that's okay. Boots. Those boots actually show they're better than the boots I'm wearing, so I'm going to go ahead and wear those. Scrap these. Alright, I'm running out of resource. We're running out of room. So, the corn seed. I definitely don't need that. Alright, I'm going to need some more arrows. So let's go ahead and we can actually make 6 iron arrows. And then I'm going to go ahead and make the stone arrows. And we'll go ahead. It's going to take me a little bit. So that'll free up a couple more spots. Oh, no. Man, he hard. He's dead. Nothing else in here. Alright, that pretty much takes care of this place. But I did have a couple loot boxes, so that's nice. So, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Should be another one over here. Let's finish up this last one. this? Actually, if I find a pot now, I wouldn't have been able to pick it up anyway. So, what do we got to do here? Let's see. Corn seed. Corn's good. Sand I don't need. Alright. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Where does this go? This goes down into the apartment below, which I'm pretty sure I already searched. Yep. Yep. Empty, empty, empty. Alright, so let's get out of here. So I'm going to actually head back to my bed. Bed's this way. Completely overburdened. It's going to be slow going. And then I'm going to log. So I appreciate you guys. There's a dog. Level 3. So, I'll harvest this dog. I'm going to get back to my bed and then I'm going to log off and we'll pick it up from there. Day 2 at noon. Alright, let's see. Unfortunately, I'm so overburdened. It's going to take me a while to get there. Actually, we might be able. This might be the. No, that's actually a secure compound, so we don't want to go into there yet. But we're going to get back to my bed. And then what we need to do next day is we definitely need to. There's a generator running in there. We definitely need to solve this infection problem. There's another nest. I don't have room for it. All right. Bed's around here somewhere. What we'll do is where my bed is, I'll actually put a chest. And we can put stuff in the chest, which we probably should have done earlier, but wasn't super important at that time. What that building is up there. Maybe we'll go explore that next. Oh, there's my bed. Almost there. Out of stamina. So let's go ahead and build a chest. Actually, I don't have any room to build a chest. We can do charred meat, so let's cook charred meat. Build a chest. Start putting some stuff in this chest. Alright, zombies coming at me. Oh, there he is. I thought it was the one over there. Alright, he's dead. Go back to putting stuff in my chest. So we want to pretty much lay everything here that we don't need to carry around with us on a regular basis. We don't need those yet. Zombies won't leave me alone. Of course, it also doesn't help my fires going. I think that might be attracting them. Actually, it's probably done, so... Nope, it's still taking forever. So, cleared out. Definitely need a pot. That's actually going to make me more thirsty, so I don't need that right now. I don't need to eat. But anyway, I'll go ahead and shut this off. And I'm going to go ahead and log off. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to go ahead and exit this. That'll put us back out there. And you guys take care. Appreciate you watching. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again.